Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, the one and only P-Dog Knight.
Well, it's become, I don't know, it was kind of a premonition. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Night Live, and I'm your host, Marty, also known as P-Dog Knight on the internet. And welcome back to the P-Dog Knight channel, where the prognosticator extraordinaire had a prediction not more than a week ago. Well, maybe it was about a week ago. I've been making the prediction pretty much for this election. And I was right. I knew it was going to happen. If Donald Trump won the Electoral College and the popular vote, suddenly election denial would be cool again. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, the conspiracy theories, the election denial, the gnashing of the teeth, the wailing and crying and oh, it's not fair is, wow, it's a double chef's kiss right now. It's amazing. It is freaking amazing how it's just hilarious. And I don't think people realize when I reply to them on the X, the app formerly known as Twitter, that I don't know if they understand that I am trolling them. When they say something, well, oh my gosh, it's just unbelievable that Donald Trump won every swing state. And my answer to that is, I know, just like in 2020, right? Just like Joe Biden did in 2020. How could that happen? It's delicious. It's motherfucking delicious. Okay, I swore I'm deep enough in the stream I can start swearing now. And oh my gosh. And by the way, can I get a let's go? I see Mike Savage is taking care of that already. Yes. Here. Let me drop the link so I can get a let's go. Here you go. Open up a new window or something and drop a let's go. Drop a let's go. Oh shoot, what the hell am I doing? I can't see because one of my contacts is not in quite right, and I really just don't want to fix it on there because I don't like sticking my finger in my eyes when people are watching because that grosses some people out. In the reply, please. There we go. There, now I can. There you go. I dropped you the link. Anyway, let's and this is one of those days I didn't get everything set up the way I wanted to. And so I'm still actually putting out these requests for people to oh shoot, that's wrong. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, almost messed that up. That would have been weird. Why is this guy just randomly sending me a link to something? I am actually making a request to my followers. Yeah, we'll say hi to everybody and let's get this thing going because there's a whole lot of stuff to talk about. Oops. Gosh dang it. What did I do? There we go. Copy, paste. There we go. All right. Now, I'm just trying to do a little marketing for the show. And it's kind of challenging here. Anyway, first in the chat today, of course, is Mr. Avocados Diablo, who gets the bell. I see you there, sir. Also, good morning to Mr. X51. What up? Frankie Deller's in the house. Mike Savage. Blarg. My other favorite Canadian, Unacceptable Views, and my favorite Canadian, Jaeger Pony, coming in 1-2 today on the Canadian contingent. Good morning also to Darren Ruth in the house. Tyler F. Hello. Good morning to Lord Stanhope. Amazing Disgraces in the house. And Willie won't leave the show before it's over. There. That's close enough. Anyway, let's see who else is here. Johnny Boomer Tech, of course. Silvers. Hi ho, Silvers in the house. What's up? I get to catch a live stream. Yeah, nice to have you here live. Also, oh, wait, now you keep changing your name on it. Okay, your internet's favorite lunatic. So at least you're lunatic again. Lunatic's back in the house. Nice to see you. Shrapnel's here. I see you. And I think that's almost it. Is that everybody? JB? I see JB. Oh, it scrolled a little faster. So, as people roll in, will you please help me remind them to hit the like button? Because right now there's 21 people and only 11 likes. But that's typical until I remind you or until someone in the chat reminds you. Also, if you want to sponsor the show, Johnny Boomer Tech has the wrong link again. Gosh darn it. When are they going to fix? Oh, Maddie's in the house. Hi, Maddie. Maddie's here. Yeah, we got to fix this. This is really starting to annoy the hell out of me. Here, let me give you, well, I can't give you the correct link because it's just, this is annoying. This is annoying. Don't use that link. That's a bad link. It's pdognight.live. That's simple enough. pdognight.live. That's the best place to do Streamlabs Super Chats. I don't know why this old one keeps popping up, and for some reason I can't change it back. So Streamlabs just mess with me. Anyway, all right, shall we do some show stuff? I'm still trying. What's going on with my computer? It's not working. Gosh darn it. Here, let's try this one. Oh, by the way, this is my favorite tweet of the day. Well, it's right here. Trump cheated in 2016 and didn't get caught. Trump cheated in 2020 and got caught. How did he get caught got caught in 2020? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? That he got caught in 2020? How so? And then Trump cheated in 2024 and is about to get caught. Really? That's just, this is so funny. And it's funny because Roseanne Barr, actually, I have this still here. A couple things about that. Roseanne Barr replied to it with this account. Oh, in the funny farm, right? But the best one is the same account. It's Morgan J. Free. It's I don't know who that person is. It's not the real Morgan Freeman. Let's put it that way. It's not Morgan Freeman's voice. I can't do his very well. Well, then it wasn't really his voice, but in his old account, he said this. Now, that's not a great Morgan Freeman imitation. I actually have to listen to Morgan Freeman for like 10 minutes before I can do his voice, but occasionally I can. But anyway, this is something the same person tweeted, I don't know when it was, but election denial is a disease. And a lot of people like to show this chart too. So this is 2012. There's the votes that Obama got, right? And they got about the same amount of votes. And then this is the year that Donald Trump, popular vote. Donald Trump won, and they got about the same amount. And then this year, they got about the same amount in the popular vote. But then all of a sudden, what's this year where Biden got that many votes? That's insane. And Donald Trump just kept going up, and it's about close to what it was last year. But this here right here, that's the anomaly. If they're worried about who anomalies in the election process, this is where they should be looking, right? And if you haven't checked out, I reposted my Why Kamala Harris Lost video, which is just a clip from my from last Thursday. And it's, Kamala didn't lose because of racism, misogyny, blah, blah, all that the isms and all that nonsense. She lost because she's Kamala Harris. And the same Kamala Harris that couldn't think of a single thing that she would have done different from the Biden administration. So it's, I just laugh though. There are so many conspiracy theories flying around right now. Oh, they're saying that Elon Musk hacked the voting machines because some places they were using Starlink as their internet service. I mean, it's amazing. In fact, we'll see if we can find a few today. But before we do that, we kind of need to go into the trending topics today. But a lot of people are replying to me too on something I wrote, and I don't know what. Let's see. Oh, and by the way, it's Veterans Day. That's the top topic today. Let's just get into it. Because I can't see, for some reason I can't. All these accounts are stuck. I can't do anything with them. There's my notifications. Get rid of that. Gosh, this is just a mess today. I don't know why. It's kind of disappointing. Oh, let's see if this works. Hang on, give me a second. Is that working? Oh, that one actually worked. Okay, cool. Give me a couple seconds here, because I, as usual, I'm not as prepared as I would like to be, and I'm kind of my computer's kind of janky, and it doesn't. Oh, someone sent me a Merry Christmas. Oh, that's from Deb Heine. She already knows me, because she already follows me. Okay, and these are all people. I'm. Uh-oh, did I just do that again? Oh no, this is okay. I did that one. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I wasn't doing this during the show, but I gotta do this. All right, trending topics today. Top trending topic today is Veterans Day. Now, I know Friday I said it was Veterans Day. And not to, I should have said Veterans Day is coming up. But I think it's very important that you thank people who have served the country and in fact, even the people who are continuing to serve the country. We do wear Red Day on Fridays for people who are currently deployed. We do Veterans Day. We do Memorial Day for people who have perished in service. And I think the people who serve deserve that credit. Let me get into the... Good Lord, what is going on here? My computer is not working, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get into these. Okay, I'll close that. I'm just going to close a bunch of stuff. There we go. Let's start over. Oh, my gosh. One of these days, I'm actually going to upgrade this computer so I don't have these problems. All right, there we go. Back in enough. There. And we look. Okay, there we go. We're back to good again. All right, so Veterans Day is trending. Here we go. It's the top trending topic of the day. And my computer's frozen. This sucks. This actually sucks. Nothing's moving. This is not good. Holy shit. What is going on? Let's see if I can open another window. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. I just need to close that. I did. Now it's... Oh, whoa. Wait a minute. All right, you might have to go through random tweets, because this is just glorious. The salt is still going, by the way. I have a lot of stuff bookmarked too, and I can't get to that. Pam Keith, one thing I will not do. This is a very, just a total left-wing, blue Democrat, and everything's about race person. Pam Keith, Esquire. She's a lawyer in Florida. One thing I will not do is be lectured by people who not only denied election results, but also attacked the U.S. Capitol. I will not accept the result of an election that makes no fucking sense until recounts are complete. MAGA can fuck off. They spent 4 years, and then she stops the sentence right there. Here's one. Republicans, if you have dirt on Trump, you better release it now and bury him while you can, because once he takes office, the first thing he'll do is bury you. Oh, really? That seems about right. That happened last time, didn't it? Did that happen last time? Okay, let's see if this thing moved now. Oh, there we go. It's actually moving. How about you? There we go. Now, Veterans Day. Top trending topic. Most important topic of the day. There we go. Cat turd is at the top of Veterans Day. How about that? Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. Love my fellow vets. Putting up a little Iwo Jima flag raising there. Sonny Johnson, thank you for your service. Sarah, here, let's listen to Sarah Huckabee's message. We'll do this one. Then we'll move on.
Our veterans are literally the best of us. Today is a day to remember them, their service, and their sacrifice. Arkansas is home to more than 180,000 of these heroes.
This applies to all veterans.
Pacific, from Korea to Vietnam, and from Iraq to Afghanistan. Arkansans have left their homes and families to defend our country. On Veterans Day, we remember that freedom isn't free. All our veterans gave some, and some of them gave all, to keep America the best country on earth. Join me in saying thank you to our veterans. Every day we enjoy as free Americans is because of them, and every day is an opportunity to give our thanks.
Word. Agree 100%. Hey, is it just me, or Sarah Huckabee Sanders looking a lot better without the smoky eye thing going on? She looks pretty normal now, and she's all right. She's all right. I thought the smoky eye thing really didn't work for her. Anyway, GB says, what if we pretend that Marty's computer is being strafed by the Luftwaffe? Oh, well, there you go. Good morning, Free Breather. Oh, and happy Armistice Day. Oops, didn't mean to do that. It's also Armistice Day, but let me go back here. Okay. So for those of you who are new here, I'm having computer issues right now, so we're not going through these as fast, but it is also Armistice Day. And I always, for whatever reason, that's when I always kind of get mixed up. So let me click that one and get that one on here. Copy. By the way, all my tabs are fucked up, so I have to start over. All right, it is Armistice Day, 11th November, when the guns fell silent. And in fact, over in France, oh my gosh. What? Two-Faced Starmer's Remembrance Act. Macron and Starmer mark Armistice Day whilst dismantling and handing over to Davos the very nations these soldiers sacrificed their lives to protect. Oh, snap. So here's a quote here. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, we remember them. Veterans Day first began as Armistice Day in 1918 to honor those who perished in World War I. The quote below captures the importance of our veterans. God bless those who've served. America without her soldiers would be like God without his angels. So that's an interesting day. So that's the kind of the origins of Veterans Day. We celebrate both and celebrate all who served in our military. And those who serve to fight for freedom around the world, not just our military, but everyone's militaries that do that. And hopefully they will always be used in a limited and very thoughtful way only when necessary. Let's see. What else was in the links today that I was going to talk about? Well, here, let me go to my list here, because I forgot. The United States Armed Forces. We don't need to do that. Oh, I know. Me and my Catholic holidays, or my Catholic saints days. Today is also the feast of Saint Martin of Tours. Now, I think, is that the one who, you pray to or worry about you when you're about to get on an airplane? I don't know. So let's look here. Someone will have an explanation here. Today the church remembers the witness of Saint Martin of Tours. Here we go. This is an explanation. This is the one we'll use. Today is the feast of Saint Martin of Tours. When he was a Roman soldier, he once met a poorly clothed beggar. With nothing else to give, he cut his military cloak in half and gave it to him. That night, Christ appeared to him in a dream, wearing the piece Saint Martin had given him. So that's the explanation of the feast of Saint Martin of Tours. I hope that's helpful. Again, me not being, well, I wouldn't say not being a good Catholic, because I'm not Catholic, but I'm fascinated by the celebration of the saints. So there you go. Saint Martin de Tours. We'll put that as a separate link, and because I put all these links in the chat at the end of the show. If you're new, if you did not know that, all right. So there you go. There's St. Martin Tours. The next one I had was Mission Impossible. Now this is important. See the face I just made? I'm guessing that there's a new Mission Impossible movie or something. Let's see. Let's find out. All right, let's see. Mission Impossible. Our lives are the sum of our choices. The final record. Okay, yes, there's going to be a new Mission Impossible movie coming out in May 2025, May 23rd. I believe Tom Hanks is reprising the role of Ethan Hawke. And there you go. So note my excitement. That wasn't it. Moving on. Now we're going to get into some of the other more interesting stuff. I'm going to do it this way because this is a pain in the butt. Let's open a new tab and just do it there. How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? Have I missed anybody dropping in here, by the way? This is not going to be the most organized show today. I invited a bunch of people to come watch today, and this is the least organized show that I've done in a while. Well, since last show. But back into the notifications, I wanted to go to figure out why Maureen Dowd was trending. Do y'all know who Maureen Dowd is? I don't know if she's a current New York Times columnist, but she certainly was she was a New York Times columnist. I don't know if she still is. Let's see. Maureen Dowd. She was trending, and I have no idea. When have you ever once been organized? I am organized on a daily basis, except for some days. So people talking about Maureen Dowd this morning, and I have no idea why. Democrats have become unelectable. It is partially the woke thing, but only partially. The real culprit is your insistence on telling the majority of the country they're evil monsters. Y'all are far from ready. Well, it's true. Oh, here we go. Oh, now this person says Maureen Dowd nails it. To my surprise, Democrats in the case of mistaken identity politics. Here's an excerpt from her article in the New York Times today, or yesterday, or whatever. Quote, and I quote, can we talk about Mae West instead? No. No. What? Where'd that come from? Is it Mae West's birthday? I don't know. Maureen Dowd, some Democrats are finally waking up and realizing that woke is broke. Uh-oh, she's going to get some haters today. Donald Trump won a majority of white women and remarkable numbers of black and Latino voters and young men. Democratic insiders thought people would vote for Kamala Harris even if they didn't like her to get rid of Trump. But more people ended up voting for Trump, even though many didn't like him because they liked the Democratic Party less. Oh, she's going to get savage for this one. Not Mike Savage, though. I have often talked about how my dad stayed up all night on the night of Harry Truman was elected because he was so excited. And my brother stayed up all night the first time Trump was elected because he was so excited. And I felt that Democrats would never recover that kind of excitement until they could figure out why they had turned off so many working class voters over the decades and why they had developed such disdain towards their loyal base. Ooh. Democratic candidates have often been avatars of elitism. Michael Dukakis, Al Gore, John Kerry, Hillary Clinton, the second-term Barack Obama. The party embraced a worldview of hyper-political correctness, condescension, and cancellation, and it supported diversity statements for job applicants and faculty lounge terminology like Latinx and BIPOC, Black Indigenous People of Color. This alienated half the country or more, and the chaos and anti-Semitism at many college campuses certainly did not help. And even more surprising is that this reader comment is one of the most recommended. Someone named David Epstein. said, good article. The Democrats have completely lost their way and have turned off any moderate with their woke insanity. I like to put it this way when it comes to my former party. Quote, we believe in science except when it comes to boys participating in girls' sports. We believe in equality except when it comes to college admissions. We believe in the rule of law except for when it comes to taking over private property at universities. We believe in that love is love unless you happen to love God. We believe in COVID lockdowns unless you want to have a Black Lives Matter march. And we believe in free speech unless you are someone slightly right of center trying to talk at a public university. God damn! The internet doesn't help their cause. Not because of the lies, those are there as well, but because of the truth. We can see people rolling shopping carts, or buggies if you live in the South, of stolen loot out of stores with no repercussions. Pampered rich left-wing college kids claiming to be oppressed when, as they forcefully take over private property, demand free food. And yes, while not really affecting many people, we see videos of boys winning girls' sporting events. We also see an old, clearly out of it president, only to be told that we did not see what we saw. The list goes on. I blame the entire Democratic Party for the mess that we're in, and that mess is Donald Trump. Well, except for that last line. Oh, damn. God damn. Marine down. Lordy. Ooh, snap. I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. The only word I have one word for you. Nailed it. Now, if you want to read the entire article, I will have it in the links today. I don't even need to know if I need to read anymore. Is this the whole thing? There's a whole bunch more. There's a whole bunch more in here. This is a longer art, but those are the key points. And that person showed us the key quote from it. And I'll put that as a separate link too, because that one comment makes for some spicy realities for those people. All right, let's move on. What else do I got on the list today? Just a moment. Unfortunately, because I have to do it this way, Jane Fonda's trending now. I can just imagine why Jane Fonda is trending today. I don't know why. Here, let me put Veterans Day back in the trends list here. I unfortunately messed that up again. Let's find out why Jane Fonda is trending though, because, well, just because it's good entertainment anytime Jane Fonda's trends. She must have said something. Oh, wait a minute. Could it be she's really going to leave the country this time? Maybe she could go to some one of those countries that, I don't know. Jane Fonda. Why is Jane Fonda trending? Jane Fonda and Hanoi Jane is trending today because, if you know the history of Jane Fonda. Let's see. Here we go. I thought getting Trump elected was the best result of this election. Then I heard Jane Fonda was leaving the country as a result. There's no better benefit we could have by ridding our country of this traitorous, American-hating, enemy-loving piece of shit. Good riddance. Oh, my God. Is she leaving? Please tell me one of these celebrities told the truth and are leaving after saw Jane Fonda trending and thought she had joined Richard Simmons in that big workout session in the upper room. No, and then a lot of people are asking when she's leaving. Here it is. Wait a minute. Hang on. Breaking. Kathy Griffin and Jane Fonda said they'll be moving to Canada due to Trump's landslide win. Oh my God, it's all good. Yes. Come on. Yes.
Stop. Hammer time.
Bitch, who cares? What? When? Move to Canada, move to Lithuania, move to the South China Sea. Note that I didn't say China or Taiwan. I said move to the South China Sea. Like you can drop yourself into the sea for all I care. Nobody cares. Good God. And Kathy Griffith, she's an E-list comedian. Good God. Oh, Canada, I feel sorry for you. You have these hoes jumping into one of your lakes. I hope. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know that Avocados Diablo is heartbroken. Good morning, Ty Alexander, the Scourge, and also Reaccion Puerto Rico is in the house. Nice to see you. What else? Good God. She was, by the way, Jean Bonnet was kind of cute in her younger days. I'm just saying, she was attractive young lady, but she's fuck. The hell, go straight to hell, Jane Fonda. Nobody cares. Take your sorry ass to Canada for all I care. And Canadians, we're sorry. Remember the "We're Sorry" campaign? Wasn't it when George Bush? When George Bush got elected and they had the stupid "We're Sorry" campaign, all the celebrities were doing their stupid little "We're Sorry" bullshit. We the People's Training. I'm going to skip that. Rick Scott for Majority Leader. Apparently, now I wasn't aware of this. I'm not as familiar with Rick Scott as probably I could be, but he's trending right now. Apparently, most of the MAGA folks want Rick Scott as the Senate Majority Leader. And what has happened is apparently, now this is curious to me. First of all, Mitch McConnell has decided to hold a vote for the Senate Majority Leader before the new Senate will be sworn in. And so a few people have been throwing their hat in the race for the Senate Majority Leader. Now, here's the problem. You would think that the vote for Senate Majority Leader would happen once the new Senate is sworn in. But Mitch McConnell wants to have the vote for the Senate Majority Leader before the new Senate is sworn in. And he wants to do it by a secret ballot because he's trying to control the Senate Majority Leader vote by having a secret ballot, and then he can put the cronies and the establishment shills into as the Senate Majority Leader, someone like John Cornyn or John Thune or, those people. Well, some people are kind of pissed off about that because, Cornyn and Thune. I guess I don't have as much a problem with John Thune, but Cornyn's kind of that Mitch McConnell style Republican. Not really a fan of Donald Trump. And, the American people voted, a majority of the people voted for Donald Trump. And you'd think that, look, and Donald Trump shouldn't have any control who becomes a Senate Majority Leader. Some people are bitching about that. But you would think that you'd want someone who is willing to help push an agenda of the, president. And John Cornyn is just not necessarily that guy. Not that John Cornyn is a bad guy, but he's just not the guy who's going to, he was one of the skeptical of Trump people. And that's what Mitch McConnell is. And so Rick Scott's trending because a lot of people are saying, no, we want Rick Scott as the Senate Majority Leader. So, And here's Rick Scott himself. I'm committed to get President Trump's nominees confirmed by the Senate immediately. Democrats will do everything they can to stonewall the Trump agenda, and we need a Senate Majority Leader who will fight to get it done. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Good morning, Select Boy, by the way.
Yeah, boy.
And GDSOP's in the house. So lots of people, and look, Rand Paul, I will be supporting Rick Scott for Senate Majority Leader. The status quo of $2 trillion in annual deficits is unsustainable. Matt Gaetz wants Rick Scott. He's the congressman, obviously. Hodge twins, any senator listening to Mitch McConnell as a backstabbing traitor, vote Rick Scott for Senate Majority Leader. The party of Mitch McConnell is gone. Oh, please, I'd be more than happy for Mitch McConnell to be gone because, he's just that old guy. So anyway, all the MAGA types are saying, yeah, let's have Rick Scott be the majority leader. But there are, there are people like, for example, Senator Marsha Blackburn, who's also trending. Let me pull up Marsha here. Give me a moment. Good God, I need to do this some other way because this is taking too friggin' long. Let's see, where's Marsha? Marsha. There she is. So people like Marsha Blackburn, senator from Tennessee, who I like. I like Marsha Blackburn, but she's saying, "Oh no, that's not right. Senator Schumer's playing petty politics by moving to block Senator-elect Dave McCormick from orientation. Pennsylvania voters have spoken, and they've chosen McCormick to represent them in the Senate. There's nothing left to debate." Oh, I didn't know about that. But anyways, Marsha McCormick is supporting John Thune, and apparently something leaked because they're trying to have this. They're trying to have McConnell's trying to have a secret vote. He wants secret ballots for the Senate Majority Leader. But something leaked showing that how apparently the people who are whipping up votes leaked out who some of the people are leaning towards. Now, some people just outright said who they're leaning towards, but Marsha Blackburn is one of those who wants to vote for John Thune. And so lots of people are getting on her case. No, Marsha, the people have spoken. They want Rick Scott, John Thune as a rhino. They're calling John Thune a rhino. Now, John Thune's not a rhino necessarily, but he's one of those soft Mitch McConnell type Republican senators. Someone here says the real reason John. Oh, damn it! I didn't even fix that. Good God, I got here later than I normally do on a Monday. Let's just fix this right now. Let's just fix this. What the fuck? This is not my day. Thank you, Gun Fox. I'm gonna make this right for you. I'm gonna make it right for you. And I gotta fix my damn alert box there. All right. First. All right, back to that. All right, we'll fix it. Here we go. There. Now, that's how it should sound. If you pay $10, you should get the correct alert. And this is the best alert. This is the best of all alerts. Well, not the best of all alerts, but it's a really good one. There are some better ones, I'm telling you. But anyway, we'll get to that. It says world news. Oh, and another one. So Jack Posobiec says the real reason Marsha Blackburn is supporting John Thune for leader is because her campaign strategist, Ward Baker, is adamantly opposing Rick Scott's candidacy. Scott fired Baker on his Florida governor campaign in 2010 per Senate official. But anyway, a lot of people are ripping on Marsha Blackburn for that. So that's why she's trending. Real quick, thank you, Gunfox61, dropping a couple Hamiltons in the tip jar along with articles if you want to do that. pdognight.live. Let's see. Oh God, what is this, Gunfox? What did you just send me? Oh yeah, we'll get to that in a second. And what's this one? This one says Mwahaha, more world news. What's the second one? Click. What? Okay, this is weird. apparently over 7,000 people have unalived themselves since Trump won. Really? You know, okay, now got to be careful with that. So someone posted a clip, or not a clip, a tweet about a guy in northern Minnesota up near Duluth who unalived his whole family and himself because Trump won. Not necessarily verified that's the reason, but it's a very sad state. He 3 sons and his wife, his kind of estranged wife and himself, and he was already having mental health issues. Thank you, Gun Fox. Dropping another Hamlet. By the way, you are the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. Thank you, Gun Fox 61. I really appreciate that. PDog9.live if you want to do something like that. Oh, good God. God. Okay. All right. You've hijacked the show successfully. Let's go ahead and do it now so I don't run out of time. Okay. So Gunfox has just sent me 3 articles, all kind of world news type of things. So let's do this. Let's start with the first one. It's BBC Day. Oh, really? BBC Day, eh? Oh, wait. Stop the music. Not that kind of BBC. That joke never gets old. I'm just telling you. All right, here's the first one. Dozens detained after protesters defy ban in Amsterdam. Now, there were some problems over in Amsterdam when a soccer team from Israel came and they started beating a bunch of Muslims were out there beating their people in the streets. Was that Amsterdam or was that I think that was in Amsterdam. Anyway, here we go. Oh, dozens of pro-Palestinian demonstrators have been detained by police in Amsterdam after defying a ban on public protests in the Dutch capital. Hundreds gathered in Dam Square on Sunday calling for an end to the conflict in Gaza and expressing dissent toward the ban. Now, notice how they're soft pedaling this. First, there's a couple things. I don't know if you could ban demonstrations in the United States this way, nor do I want you to be able to, unless they're wreaking havoc. And once they start wreaking real havoc, like, breaking shit, burning shit, beating people up, then the police can go in and do their job. But banning a public demonstration, that's strange. That's just foreign to me. But they are allowed, they do that in Amsterdam. So here we go. Demonstrations were temporarily banned by the mayor after Israeli football fans were targeted in what was called hit and run attacks on Thursday night after a match between Maccabi Tel Aviv and Ajax Amsterdam. The Israeli government has advised its citizens to categorically avoid Israeli sports and cultural events while abroad, specifically the football match between France and Israel in Paris on Thursday. Yeah, because Paris is just a fuckhole right now. Authorities say Thursday's attack, which caused 5 people to be hospitalized, were motivated by anti-Semitism as the fans were sought out across the city. The violence, which led to at least 62 arrests, was condemned by leaders in Europe, the U.S., and Israel. Well, that's a shocker that people in Europe condemned it. It's almost, you get concerned sometimes if that's going to happen anymore. The outcry was exacerbated by the attacks occurring on the eve of commemorations of Kristallnacht, the Nazi pogroms against German Jews that took place in 1938. 3/4 of Jewish people in the Netherlands were murdered during the Holocaust and World War II. Amsterdam police said there has also been trouble that night before the match. Police Chief Peter Halle said that, sorry, that's his name, Peter Halle, said there had been incidents on both sides, including Israeli supporters removing a Palestinian flag from a wall and setting it alight and attacking a taxi. Let's see. People getting beat up in the street versus people taking a Palestinian flag from a wall. Anyway, the city's mayor, don't take other people's shit. I get it. But I don't think it's the same as people getting beaten in the street and being hospitalized. But anyway, The city's mayor, Femke Halsema, announced a ban on public assembly on Friday, lasting until at least the weekend, deeming the city a high-risk security area. But protesters on Sundays argued they should be free to voice their disapproval of Israeli actions in Gaza and the actions of the Maccabi supporters. What the actions of the Maccabi supporters, of them taking their beatings, by the way, thank you, Avocado Stay Albie, for sponsoring the show, dropping a bullet in the tip jar. Who says a man in Minnesota killed his grown children? Well, Walz did pass a bill that put no restrictions on when you could abort your kids, so no harm, no foul. Oh my God. I got to learn to read before I say it out loud. Holy shit. That is, if you didn't catch what I'm going to read it again just because now that I realize what it said. And I don't condone this, but listen to this when he said again. This is cold as fuck. A man in Minnesota killed his grown children. Well, they're not grown. They're like young children, but they were definitely out of the womb. Well, Walz did pass a bill that put no restrictions when you could abort your kids. So no harm, no foul. That's... You know that, what was that? Was it Friday Night or what's the movie where Ice Cube and Chris Tucker, they're sitting there on the bench and they go, damn! That's what I was feeling right now. Good morning, Aaron Meredith and John Arnott. All right, back to this. The protest did not, okay. Now this is funny because the protesters say, this protest has nothing to do with anti-Semitism. Alexander Van Stockham, one of the demonstrators, told the AFP news agency on Sunday, it is against Israeli hooligans who are destroying our city. That's hilarious. They're trying to turn the table on what really happened. Good morning, Linda Hunter. Others told a Reuters journalist, we refuse to let the charge of anti-Semitism be weaponized to suppress Palestinian resistance. The news agency reported that more than 100 people were detained for attending the protest. Police in Amsterdam confirmed that there had been arrests, but have yet to say how many. Following the protest ban, Dutch activist Frank van der Linde applied for an urgent permit so Sunday's demonstration could go ahead. On X, he said he wanted to protest what he described as the genocide in Gaza, adding, we will not let our right to demonstrate be taken away. I understand that sentiment. Look, again, the genocide in Gaza. Let's see. They've 40,000 people confirmed dead, right? And there's 7 million people in Gaza. And most of the dead were targeted as Hamas people, fighters, Hamas fighters. And probably the lowest percentage of civilian casualties ever in any conflict ever in the world. Yeah, that sounds like genocide to me. Hello, woodcutter. All right. Anyway, so you get the gist of that article. Thank you, Gunfox. Also, Gunfox has another one for me. Let me cue that one up. Also from the BBC, baby. BBC. Stop that shit. China's roads blocked by thousands of cyclists in a night quest for dumplings. And that's not a euphemism. If you know what I'm saying. No dumplings here, baby. It started as a social media quest for breakfast dumplings, but ended with thousands of cyclists bringing traffic gridlock between two cities in central China. What should have been a boost to the ancient city of Kaifeng's economy backfired when the trend went viral. Tens of thousands on rented bikes cycled through the night from nearby Jiangsu. The 6-lane expressway between the two cities quickly filled with cyclists as police took to loudspeakers urging them to leave. Bike rental firms warned they would remotely lock bikes taken out of Zhenzhou. Well, wait, they spelled it different. There's Zhenzhou and Zhenzhou. They forgot the Z in one of them. Anyway, The event is part of a trend where young Chinese are traveling cheaply at a time when the economy is faltering and job prospects are scarce. It began with 4 university students who cycled for 50 kilometers, 30 miles, from Zhengzhou to Kaifeng in June to try guantangbao, a type of soup dumpling. So this is the dumpling protest of 2024. You don't get a second chance at youth, so you must go for the spontaneous trip with friends, one of the 4 had told local media. That message struck a chord with other young people in the city of 12.6 million. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of people in one city. China's young have increasingly been complaining of burnout from an overly competitive and grinding job market. Thus was born the social media trend, Night Ride to Kaifeng. State media initially praised it as demonstrations of young people's passion, and local government saw as an opportunity to recreate instant fame that the town of Zibo enjoyed last year as millions arrived to sample its barbecues. Before Friday night's gridlock, Kaifeng's officials even announced discounts at events targeting local college students. They also put in place additional traffic control measures to protect these cyclists. Everyone was beaming with energy and interacting with people around them. It was like back to my college days, 27-year-old Ms. Lee told the BBC. The BBC. She was talking to the BBC. Anyway, she rode a motorbike to Kaifeng along with the students on Friday night. She said she decided to join and live like a young person for once after she saw a post about the trend. There was a heavy police presence. Why is this an article, Gunfox? What is there? I was thinking maybe there'd be like a Tiananmen Square thing going on here, and this is some bicyclists blocking traffic for some dumplings, pot stickers and shit. I guess not. There was a heavy police presence all the way. You could see the ambulances and traffic police on both sides of the road quite often, and there were also drones flying above to monitor the traffic. Oh, they were drones monitoring them. This is going to go on their social credit score, right? But the happy mood turned as the roads in Zhengzhou began to be overwhelmed with thousands of bikes. Pictures circulating online showed serious congestion on the main roads from Zhengzhou to Kaifeng. One witness told the local outfit, Jimmy News, that his drive on that route, which usually took 1 hour, took 3. Some writers shared. Look, would this be like the same if this happened? Like if you went from like Clifton, New Jersey to New York City, like crossing the whatever bridge you got to cross to get over to New York City? Would this be a big story? Oh, no shit. Wait a minute. There is no official estimate of the number of bicycles on the road on Friday night, but reports on social media suggest that the numbers range from 100,000 to 200,000. Oh my God. This is Ragbri on steroids. If you don't know what Ragbri is, I guess you'd have to be... me talking about Ragbri, how would any of you know what the hell that was? Ragbri is it's the Des Moines Register's annual bicycle ride across Iowa, which they've been doing for about 40 or 50 years now. Usually about 10,000 people ride from one end of Iowa to the other. It's like usually around 500 miles over 7 days. And about 10,000 people do it every year. It's like Woodstock on wheels. It's fun as hell. I've done it 4 times. Anyway, but this is 100,000. I mean, I know what 10,000. I know what. Look, the biggest day on Bragg that I ever went, there was a ride from, I think it was, it might have been like just from Ames, Des Moines. It was one of the shortest rides we had during that week. And it was the first time the ride had ever gone through Des Moines, and about 40,000 people rode that day. Okay. And it was crazy because it's only about 35 miles from the point they start to the point it ended. And it was just, and it was along the 2-lane highways, whatever. And that was insane. I can't imagine 100,000 bicycles riding anywhere on a 30-mile stretch. That's just insane. So anyway, I guess there's more, but I'm going to stop there. Thank you, Tyre Alexander, dropping a deuce in the tip jar. Appreciate you. Who says, Tyre Alexander says, to Hanoi Jane and Dylan's mom, Kathy Griffin. Na 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 Na, 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Get fucked. Fuck these hags and their commie ways. I wish they would hop on their broomsticks. And I had to read that very carefully. I was like, what? I wish they would hop on their broomsticks and leave before someone drops a house or throws holy water on them. Oh my God, that's perfect. Thank you, Tyler Alexander, for your contribution to the show. Love you, brother. All right. Third article from Gunfox. Let's see what this is. What crap are you sending me now? Also from the BBC, baby. BBC. Yeah. Okay. This one's about climate change. I don't know. Hams from Dubuque. What does that mean? Pork loins from Des Moines. Oh, I see. We're talking about Iowa. If it takes 40 to 50 years to do, how could it be an annual event? Okay, avocado Stiabli. It's an annual event, meaning they do it yearly, and they've been doing it for between 40 and 50 years. Something like that. I think it's been, oh my God, it's probably longer than 50 years. I think they've been doing it since, it's almost 60 years they've been doing Ragbri. Ragbri is a hoot, by the way. If you've never done it, and look, I suggest if you ever go on a big cross-state tour, I've done several of them, different states. But I suggest if you ever decide to do that, make sure that you ride your bicycle at least 2-3 times a week for about a month before you do it. Because if you don't prepare for that type of, long stretch, the ass burn is unbearable. Let's just put it that way. The first time I went to Ragbri, I didn't really prepare that much. And boy, that day 3, I was just like wishing, why am I riding a bicycle across Iowa? But then about the 5th day, it was all, you get your conditioning in. But boy, that couple of days of just ass burn is no good. No bueno. All right. This is the last article from Gunfox. Dying of thirst as climate-driven floods mix with oil. So, remember, now, before I even read whatever the fuck this article is, do you remember how the climate disaster that we're in the middle of, some places we're never going to see rain again. Some places would never see snow again. Everyone's going to dry up and die. It seems as though they're now, since we've had some rainy times that coincide with the dry period that we had for a while, which is basically cycles of seasons, is not unusual. I think it sounds like they're going to be saying that we're going to get too much water now, even though the oceans are going to rise and we're all going to die. Herders scooping murky water from a small pond and grasslands in South Sudan are well aware of the dangers they face if they drink it. The water is dirty because this place has oil. It has chemicals in it, says their chief, Chuk Hok Puat. Nyataba, a woman from this community raising cows in the heart of the oil fields in Unity State, adds, if you drink it, it makes you pant and cough. We know it's bad water, but we don't have anywhere else. We are dying of thirst. A former oil engineer, David Bojo-Leju, has told the BBC World Service that flooding in the area is washing pollution into water sources. Large swaths of the state have been underwater for several years after unprecedented flooding, which scientists say has been worsened by climate change, of course. Mr. Bojo-Leju says that the floods are a disaster and that pollution from mismanaged oil facilities is a silent killer spreading across the state. South Sudan is the world's youngest country and one of its poorest, with a government hugely dependent on oil revenue. Unity State, a major oil-producing state, has always experienced seasonal flooding, but wait, what? Wait. Has always experienced seasonal flooding. That's interesting. But in 2019, extreme rains brought a deluge that engulfed villages, grasslands, and forests. Year after year of intense rainfall followed, the water buildup trapped on the clay soil. At the worst point in 2022, 2/3 of Unity State were submerged, according to the UN World Flood Program. Even now, it says about 40% is still underwater. That's tough, man. That's really tough. Mr. Bojaleju worked for 8 years until the Oil Consortium Greater Pioneer Operating Company, a joint venture between Malaysian, Indian, and Chinese oil companies with South Sudan's government owning 5%. After a major pipeline rupture 5 years ago, he started photographing and filming pools of oily water and heaps of blackened soil in locations in Unity State, including sites near Roriak, where the herders live. Now, so where these, it's so funny because the United States, like when we drill for oil, we have some pretty decent safeguards and whatnot for that kind of stuff. Although it's not perfect, but we do pretty well, pipelines and all that shit. But I wonder what the safety environment in these oil fields in South Sudan are like. Like, are they just fucking doing shitty shit? I mean, look, Malaysian, Indian, and Chinese oil companies doing this probably for their own benefit, right? Now, he says spills from the oil wells and pipelines were a reoccurring situation. Oh God, that's nasty. Look at that picture. A reoccurring situation, and that he was involved in transporting contaminated soil away from roads so it would not be seen. He tried to raise his concerns with company managers, but he says little was done, and there's no treatment plan for soil. Mr. Bojaleju also says produced water released from the ground when oil is extracted and often containing hydrocarbons and other pollutants was not properly treated. There were reports of high oil content above international standards in the produced water every day in our morning meeting, he says, and this water is injected back into the environment. The question is, where does water flow, he says? Up to the river, up to the water source where people drink, up to ponds where people catch fish. Mr. Bojaleju explained that some of the oil chemicals seep down into the groundwater where they will flow into boreholes. The water table is contaminated, he says. When intense rains began in 2019, earth dikes were put around some spilled oil, but it was not enough to withstand the volume of water. He adds, in Roriak, there's no data available about the quality of the water the herders drink, but they fear pollution is making their cattle sick. They say calves have been born without heads or without limbs. Unity State Agricultural Minister blames the death of more than 100,000 cattle in the last 2 years on the floods combined with oil pollution. In a forest close to Roriak, a group of men and women chopped down trees to make charcoal. They have walked for 8 hours along dirt roads flanked by floodwaters to reach the forest. They say the only water they can find here is polluted. Even boiled, it causes diarrhea and abdominal pain, says one woman. Another wipes away tears, saying that she needs charcoal to sell, but is worried about her 7 children left with her mother for a week. She has nothing either, she says. Nijia lives near the capital, Ben Tui, in a reed hut squeezed into a camp housing 140,000 people who have fled conflict or the floods. It is completely surrounded by floodwater and protected only by earth dikes. There is some food aid, but many in the area survive by foraging for water lily roots and fish to supplement their rations. Safe water is scarce. Njija uses water from a borehole for washing and cooking, but needs money to buy drinking water. Health professionals and politicians in the area have told the BBC they fear pollution and lack of clean water are taking a toll on human health. Yeah, that might be the case. In a hospital in Bentui, a mother has just given birth. Her newborn baby's nose and mouth are joined. They have no serious access to clean water, says Samuel Puat, one of the doctors caring for the baby. They just drink from the river where water and oil are mixed. That might be the problem. Yeah, it might be. So it seems as though they may need to, what up, Monkey? I see Monkey in the chat. It seems like they may need to do something about that. And who do they get to do that? Now, the way America works, if we're doing that kind of stuff, we tend to go in and clean up problems like that. I don't know. They gotta find some water filtering system that they can use that will purify water. But again, South Sudan is a very, very poor country. And it would almost seem like they would tell those oil companies from Malaysia, India, and China, hey, fuckers, come fix this problem that you are helping cause. I'm not sure what the purpose of this article is. And it goes on and on into great detail. Should the Brits do something about that? I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Reaction on Puerto Rico, dropping a deuce in the tip jar, which we will clean up soon, who says, oh, this... Reaction on Puerto Rico says, is dumpling code for something else in China? Oh, wait, no, I don't want that. If it's like pizza, then I don't want to be playing that music. Fuck that shit. Anyway, good morning, K-Shell. Good morning. I said hi-ho silver already. So I don't know. All right, let's get back into a couple more trending topics, then we'll get the fuck out of here. I wanted to talk about election now, but I think now I'm going to switch over to just a few things that I bookmarked that are fascinating to me that have been going on, and some of them are election denial stuff. There's just a whole bunch of stuff, but we have a lot more assault too. And so I thought maybe, just maybe, we should check for more salt, because salt is fun. So let's start with a white woman from Wisconsin who seems a little salty. We'll put that link in the links today for sure. Let's see. There we go. This young white woman from Wisconsin is very salty about the election, and so here we go. Oh wait, is this the same one? We'll see it anyway. Here we go. More salt videos. Oh, that's shaky. That's weird. Okay, here we go.
Hi, white woman from Wisconsin here.
Hi, white woman from Wisconsin here.
I just want to share something.
Spit it out. Let's go. Come on.
I can't believe how strange I feel in my community.
How? How was that?
Because I thought I knew or could assume where we stood.
Who are we? Who's? Wait, we. What do you mean by we, white girl?
70% of y'all were feeling that way. So I was on TikTok.
Well, there's first problem.
We're making bracelets. And
this one might be a good one. Hang on, she might not be. Hang on. We're all making bracelets. So you know about the bracelets, right? So there's this, what is it, the 4B or 4D? I don't know, something like that, where they're saying that all these liberal women are saying they're not going to have sex with any men during the Trump administration. They're or at least knowing that they don't love, and you know, which is ironic because first of all, a lot of them are ones you'd never even think about with anybody, but others also too, the fact that they're not going to be having sex without having love, and means they won't be having abortions either, and that's what they're all complaining about. They discovered the cheat code for this whole thing. Anyway, let's see what she's saying here.
I thought, okay, I've got beads. I can make some.
I bet you have some beads, but those aren't the right kind of beads, honey. Okay, never mind. That's a dirty joke. Sorry.
Daughter's like, I want one. So I was making bracelets last night.
Okay.
And I ran out of string. And
what?
I don't even want to be in a store right now. Because people are walking around like everything's normal. And I'm like, are we in the same universe?
Hello, number one.
And I'm really uncomfortable. I don't want to be around it. So anyways, I went to the craft store. And
wait, you don't want to be around it, but you do want to be around it because you went to the craft store anyway. Got it.
I go to the bead section to buy some string and maybe a few more blue beads.
Spit it out.
Young woman there buying blue beads. And I just looked at her and I said, are you making bracelets? And she said, yeah. And I said, me too. And she started crying, and so did I. And she's like, I just came from therapy. I'm not okay. And I was like, I just got in a fight with my best friend over Project 2025. I'm also not okay. And she's like, can I hug you? And I said, yeah. So I'm just hugging this stranger and...
and then they bought the bigger beads. Sorry.
And fabrics because we're just two white women who just wanted people to know. Not me. It wasn't fucking me.
Oh, I get it. Because a lot of white women voted for Trump. It took me a minute. I'm not one of the bad ones. I'm not one of the bad ones. I didn't do it.
And like, I truly pray to God I am being dramatic right now.
Monkey. Can't imagine why we won't elect a woman. They seem so
I
rational.
can't help it. This is so fucked. And
you know, I'm thinking here. If this is what's gonna happen, I mean, like Monk had a good point there. Can't elect women. This is why it seems irrational, because they seem so rational. If they are so torn up about this, maybe that's a good reason to get back to our Constitution and how our government is supposed to work. These are the people who should be asking for limited federal government, because the function of the federal government shouldn't have a whole lot of effect on you personally, because the federal government is there to do the things that the member states of our republic, they're representing our member states of the republic. And the federal government shouldn't have that much power over your individual life. If you want to worry about your individual life, that's your local government that should do shit, right? So, and the idea that Donald Trump wants to be a dictator, well, a dictator of what? If you ask for limiting the power of the federal government, then you say, oh, Donald Trump wants to get rid of the Constitution. Well, how about you strengthen the Constitution then? How about you have your representatives strengthen the Constitution so the federal government isn't taking over part of your lives? It should have very little effect on you. Other than you might get an interstate highway fixed once in a while. That's the role of the federal government. Shouldn't be this deeply embedded in you. I guarantee you, Joe Biden, ding dong Joe Biden, after he was elected, and I wasn't happy about it, but goddamn it, it sure didn't affect my life in Minneapolis that much. She's funny and she'll be in the links, but I want to get to more of them. And this is still here's only a minute left. Let's listen to the rest. Let's see if this is actually going somewhere. Real quick though. Thank you, Silver. $5 through the YouTube Super Chat says, if I were actually looking at my phone anytime you said, hi ho Silver, I'd respond, away, alas, I'm always doing something else. Well, that's okay, because that's every once in a while I come up with a nickname or a song for somebody, and yours is definitely going to be Hi Ho Silver. So there you go. Thank you. Appreciate the super chat. You are fantastic. All right, let's listen to this stupid person again. It's around whatever.
I'm also not one of those white women who you had to wonder.
Oh, you're one of the good white women. I get
This
it.
shit all the fucking time. I've cut people out. There's people I don't talk to anymore.
That's sad.
Made it clear last time, and even more clear this time.
That's really sad. That's sad that I was thinking about this the other day because I had some experience with someone that I know who's lost some friends because of this election. And I was, but then I look at some people like Sonny Johnson posted something this morning how, I disagree with people in my family about politics. You know what we're doing this weekend? We're watching football and talking shit to each other because we're family. That's like the most important thing. You're whittling down. You're taking Donald Trump, who's way out there somewhere, like nowhere in your atmosphere. Okay, Donald Trump is out there, nowhere near you. Got elected as president of the United States, and you're going to cut off a relationship with a family member who's right here, who you love, over who they voted for. that tells me you're the bad person. You're filled with so much hate and rage that guy way over there getting elected makes you abandon this person who loves you. That they're always talking about, Republicans are hateful and the people on the right are always hate. You need to examine your own hate and rage. Someone who will have very little influence on your life. You hate so much that you will abandon a family member or a friend over it. You got fucking issues.
I do not mince words. So maybe it's overkill.
Oh, absolutely it's
there are
overkill.
people in my community who are like a target and
a target
probably don't feel safe.
Really? Well, I'm curious too, because there are a lot of gay people who are saying, "Oh, they're speaking for their trans friends or their gay friends." And that some gay people are deathly fearful of this. Well, why would that be? Because you guys have been projecting your hate and rage and saying that Donald Trump is going to cause this to happen more. And when there's tons of gay people I see on the internet are like, yeah, we voted for him too, because y'all are nuts. It's like who has been projecting this fear into people, and you see it every day. Every day I'm looking on X and people are fear mongering. It's insane.
And whatever I can do,
and people like this in particular,
to maybe soften that a little bit, I'm gonna do it.
How about you just go out and
if you're,
invite some friends over and have some dinner and shut
in
the fuck up.
near Milwaukee. Let me know if you want a bracelet. I'll send you one.
Oh, great! I just can't. Oh, wait, she has an epilogue here.
And just to kind of get out ahead of this, before the pick me Trump supporter girls are in the comments, happy that we're sad and
telling you that you're a moron.
And they have so much satisfaction in that.
Yeah, I have a satisfaction in calling you a moron.
Hate to break it to you, honey. You fucked yourself big time. So we voted for you.
No, you didn't. You absolutely did not vote for me because you don't get to choose what's important to me. Go fuck yourself. All right, next. Who's next? Who's next, motherfucker? Who's next? Let's see. I put that one in the links. Let's try. Let's see. Oh, by the way, y'all know this. So Kamala Harris raised over $1 billion, spent over $1 billion, and her campaign is $20 million in debt still. That's insane. Now this is a good one. This is a good one. This is not the same as the last one. Let's just put it that way. Here we go.
You know what? I'm getting pissed off. It's been 72 hours since Trump been elected, and we are not getting what we voted for.
Yeah, tell me about it.
We're not. And I'm pissed about it.
What?
I'm pissed because I could have sworn that these celebrities and these women on The View and all these places said that if we voted Trump in, that they was going to leave the country. And now I saw that the View, they showing up in black dresses just to mourn the president election.
When you bitches
Trump
gonna
being
leave?
elected. That is not what y'all promised us. Y'all said that if we voted for Trump, that they would leave the country, and y'all ain't boarded a plane yet.
Oh,
I'm getting frustrated. Trump, you got to do something about this, because I thought our vote was going to count. We did vote for that. That's what they not understanding. We voted for y'all to leave the country. And I thought that...
Oh, yes, GDSB. And Trump offered to pay off Kamala's debt. Now, granted, that's got to be a troll. That's got to be one of the best trolls. That's just funny.
He's seeing airlines being, filled up You can, tickets will be hard to get because all the celebrities, all of Hollywood, all of these politicians, these journalists that said that if you get elected, that they was gonna board the plane and leave. I can't no more. Our vote ain't counting already, y'all. I guess maybe I'll give them another week, but time is ticking. Get on the plane. All right.
Get on the plane. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Watch this. Hashtag get on the plane. That should be the new hashtag. All right. That's a good. That one's extra special. Did I please tell me I put that in the bookmarks? No, I didn't. Hang on. Let me put that one in the bookmarks. That's definitely a good one. That'll be in the bookmarks. All right, next. What do we got? Oh shit! What'd I do? There we go. Okay, here's one. I don't remember what this one is though. Oh, maybe this one is someone who's admitting they were wrong. Let me try this one. Here we go.
I feel like I have a unique perspective with this whole election thing because I used to be very, very far left. Like, I was one of the people having a fucking mental breakdown in 2016 when he won, right? And I didn't even like him up until 6 months ago when it became very obvious that they were like staging a coup and tried to assassinate him, and then some shit started clicking. So I'm still very new to like this whole side of things.
Oh,
but
light turned on?
The thing is, like, when I was very far left, like radically far left, I thought I knew what was going on. Like, I genuinely believed I was informed. I thought I knew better than everybody else. And that's what these people think too. And the thing is I would get so triggered and so angry when people would question me because I didn't actually know what the hell I was talking about. Like, I thought...
Okay, GD, okay. Yeah, he's fucking savage for sure, troll or not. Most likely he's serious about it. Well, here, someone had a good suggestion for that, though. For her $20 million debt, okay. Well, maybe someone could just give her $750. That should hold him over, right?
What I did, but really, I didn't actually know any policies. I didn't actually know any politics. All I actually knew was what I had seen online in mainstream media. And because everybody was saying, I just assumed it had to be right.
On her right shoulder, I think that might be a pet on her, laying on her. I don't know.
Right. And I think where a lot of this comes from is like, people just don't want to be wrong. Like, it's humbling and it's embarrassing to acknowledge that you were wrong or that you didn't know as
these
much
motherfuckers
as you
ain't
thought
humble.
you did. But I would get so defensive and fly off the handle whenever somebody would question me because I didn't actually have any talking points. And the talking points I did have were inaccurate. But I didn't want to be wrong. So I just kept fucking regurgitating. I just kept echoing the same
She
shit
has
that
some
I was hearing
self-awareness.
over and over again. And that's what people are still doing.
She
And
has some self-awareness. Good for her.
I don't blame them. I'm not mad at them because really, I mean, if you're only exposed to that, then that's what you're going to believe. But it's crazy to be on the other side of it for this election and see just how misinformed people are. And they will argue with you. And I won't have a car because they will argue with you till they're blue in the face. Like,
maybe that's their blue wave.
because they are just so convinced that they're right. And I was one of those people. And the fear they're feeling is very real. I'm not invalidating the fear. It's just that the fear is
irrational,
not founded in anything factual. Because it's not, the things that they're scared about is it's not going to happen. It didn't happen last time. It's not going to happen this time. And it's so crazy. It's like being the sober person at a party full of drunk people.
All right, that's a good one. All right, well, I will do one more, and then I got to call it a day because I probably should. Where is it? Oh, well, actually, I got two more. Oh, this is the one. This is the one where I got that about Donald Trump paying off Kamala Harris's debt. This is a really good one. Here we go.
I don't know if y'all heard, but Kamala Harris is $20 million in debt. She raised $1 billion in her campaign, yet she still finds herself with $20 million in debt. Donald Trump is offering to help pay down that debt because his campaign had money left over. That's what he is intending to do. Now, I do have a few other options that might be...
Hang on, just so I can hear it. Thank you, JB. Trump is sending them to astronaut camp. I just thought he'd send them a bunch of helicopters. But anyway, oh, Lord, I can't believe I said that. Here we go.
Helpful for Kamala during this difficult time.
Things that might be helpful for Kamala during this difficult time.
Option 1, we can send her $750. Option 2, we can collect all the money possible to help and then send it to Ukraine. And my last option would just be, hear her out, see what she has to say about how this could have possibly happened, the mismanage of all this money. And then just tell her how we grew up in a middle-class family and we really liked the lawns of all of our neighbors.
Oh, that's savage.
And an honorable mention, could just possibly ask Oprah Winfrey or Taylor Swift to pay for it. What do you guys think she might prefer?
There you go. So, I do like this. Just send the money to Ukraine. That'd be special. All right. Maybe I'll do a few more because I got more time than I thought I did. So let me make sure I put that in the links though. Pardon me for a moment. There we go. That's in the links. Next one. What else? Okay. I only have 2 left. They're both a little bit longer. Well, no, they're not that long. But the first one. Tom Holman, if you remember who that is, I know Reaction Puerto Rico knows him. Now, I wish I would have taken you up on seeing if I could get him to be on the show. I'd love to talk to Tom Holman. But Tom Holman, the person who was in charge of, I believe, the Border Patrol or ICE, I can't remember. Border Czar, the former Border Czar. That's the one who AOC tried to question in a congressional hearing. Well, he may be back as the Border Czar. I think Donald Trump has maybe considering him again. Here he is on Fox Business.
Kamala Harris, she's trying to cover up her record on the border. But back in 2018, then Senator Harris compared ICE agents to KKK. I know you're going to respond to this, but look at it first. Roll tape.
Tom Homan's a no fuck around kind of guy.
What we would call today a domestic terrorist group.
Why would we call them domestic terrorist group?
Because they tried to use fear and force to change political environment.
Are you aware of the perception of many about how the power and the discretion at ICE is being used to enforce the laws? And do you see any parallels?
I do not see any parallels between
I'm talking about perception.
Officers and agents.
I'm talking about perception.
But you asked parallels.
I do not see a parallel between what is constitutionally mandated as it relates to enforcing the law.
And she tried to compare it to the KKK.
All right, Tom, have at it. What's your reaction?
Well, first of all, Ron Vitello's...
Fuck that bitch. That's what he thinks. In real, you can see it in his face. Fuck that bitch. Anyway.
Personal friend of mine, he was the one that replaced me when I retired, so he did a great job there. Kamala Harris, disgusting. It upsets me. Out of all the things I've heard and seen in my 34 years of serving my country is this. Because I've handed a folding flag to moms and wives and children of fallen agents who gave the ultimate sacrifice for this country. Agents and officers of ICE who died in the line of duty. This is a stain on their service to the country and the way they died, and it's a stain to the families who will live the rest of their lives not without their dad or their husband. And it's disgusting on all levels. And look, I've testified once, and Congressman Wasserman Schultz said I was a bigot in open testimony. And I'll tell you the same thing I told her.
Kiss my ass.
If ICE officers are racist for enforcing the immigration law, what's that make members of Congress? They wrote the law. Our president signed the law. ICE isn't making this stuff up. ICE is doing their constitutional duty to enforce immigration law. And Kamala Harris needs to be reminded that during the Trump administration, where she's attacking Ron Vitello, 9 out of 10 people that we arrested at ICE under my command was either a convicted criminal or pending criminal charges. So we prioritize the worst of the worst. ICE officers do a great job every day.
All right, so there's that. And then finally, we're going to just get it's almost becoming a daily thing where I get Scott Jennings on this program. So we're going to listen to Scott Jennings on This is CNN.
you think Biden was a key factor in Trump's victory?
Of
Yes.
course. I mean, he's had an under 40%
by the way,
approval.
while you're watching this, I forgot to tell you. While you're watching this, pay attention to Van Jones on your right, on the right of the screen. Pay attention to Van Jones.
Scott, do you think Biden was a key factor in Trump's victory?
Of course. I mean, he's had an under 40% approval rating since August of 2021. The American people have been very unhappy with him. But on top of that, what I find particularly troubling is that all these Democrats who are now looking back on Biden and, oh, he shouldn't have run, he shouldn't have done this. These are the same people who were all too happy to go on television every day and tell us that Joe Biden was sharp as a tack, everything was fine, he was up to everything. And we now know there's huge amount of evidence that he wasn't, that he really was diminished, that he really wasn't up to the job. And yet they were pushing that campaign forward anyway. They finally dumped him after the debate when they couldn't hide it anymore. To me, the reckoning here is, when did everybody know Joe Biden was diminished? Why did they lie for so long? And are we going to get a full accounting of that? So I don't think Democrats have anyone to blame here but themselves. Joe Biden's going to go down in history as a pretty terrible president, I believe. And on top of that, if you're a Democrat, you think about how he ran his campaign the first time. I'm running to restore the soul of the nation, to rid us of Trump and Trumpism. Today, Donald Trump is stronger than he's ever been, more popular, and his agenda is ascendant in our politics. It is a complete and total political failure.
I mean, Van, that last part of what Scott just said is true. I mean, Trump did win.
She said it was true. Oh my God, poor Van. She was upset, but still, she said it's true.
And is more ascendant than he's ever been, even despite January 6th, despite all the stuff.
Did you think I didn't hear it when Scott was saying it? Like, he's one of this. Yes. What do you want me to do? Can I leave?
Republicans are kind of thankful for Biden and previously Barack Obama. I mean, it was Obama's presidency that gave us Trump the first time. And it's Joe Biden's presidency that made Donald Trump stronger than ever. So we just want to say thank you to Obama and to Biden. We just want to say thank you guys. You guys have delivered us, and we're going to have American patriotism and economic optimism again. And it goes right back to Obama and Biden. So thank you guys.
What do you want me to do?
All right, so there you go. That's precious. All right, gang. I don't know what happened there. I gotta go. Hey, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna be probably having these little clips quite often over the next few weeks because there's so much salt to mine. But tomorrow I'll try to be a little more organized too. I hope you had a good time here today. Please hit the like button before you go. Share the stream, even though it's over, and hope to see you tomorrow. Here come the links for the show, which I almost forgot to do, including the articles that Gun Fox gave me and all sorts of good stuff. So let me get rid of that. And that one, and that one. All right, here come the links for today of the show that we do always watch. Today's links. There you go. If you want to use any of those for whatever you're doing, there you go. I got to go, though. Thank you for being here. My name is P-Dog Knight, and I am out of here. Bye. Fucking bye. Hey, this is P-Dog Knight, and thank you for watching today on the P-Dog Knight channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comment section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterwards so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all the supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through Streamlabs, YouTube, Venmo, and Cash App, which are all linked in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm P-Dog Knight, and I'm out of here.